Now we go to some important formulae which we have to learn in trigonometry. The first one here, sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Now what is the meaning of this? You see this example here. If we know that theta is an angle, and say suppose in place of theta we have 30 degrees. So example, sine 30 degree will be equal to cos, in place of theta again we put 30. So this becomes cos 90 degree minus 30 degree, and 90 minus 30 is 60. So 90 degree minus 30 degree, 60 degree, it is equal to cos 60 degree. So if I want to convert sine into cos, sine into cos can be converted by sine theta equal to cos 90 minus theta. The reverse also is possible, that is written here, that is cos theta is sine 90 minus theta. Say suppose you have cos 40 degrees where the angle theta here is 40 degrees. If I want to convert this cos 40 degree into sine, it will be sine 90 minus theta, that is 90 minus 40 degrees, which is 90 minus 40 is 50. So 90 degree minus 40 degree is 50 degree. So the answer will be sine 50 degree. Now also we know that sine theta upon cos theta is tan theta. Okay, we have seen there whenever initially in practice set 8.1 when we had to divide the sine by the cos and we get tan. Okay, so we'll be using this formulae also in the next exercise. Then one more which is there is tan theta into tan 90 minus theta is equal to 1. Okay, so this formula has been given among the ones you have to remember, that is tan theta into tan 90 minus theta equal to 1. Now the last formula here is very important. You will see in practice set 8.2 almost in every question we are using it, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now this formula we see how we can prove it by using a right angle triangle and naming the different sides with the angle theta, and then we see how we prove this. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now let us see how we prove this equation sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 using this right angle triangle PQR. Now triangle PQR is a right angled triangle. Now if it is a right angle triangle, then one of the angle is a right angle, that is here it is angle PQR. So angle PQR is a right angle, means the measure is 90 degrees. Now angle PRQ is given as theta, so we write here theta. Now from this, if angle PRQ is theta, then sine theta we know is opposite side upon the hypotenuse. Now here PR is the hypotenuse because it is opposite the right angle. See here angle Q is a right angle, so opposite to that is the hypotenuse. Now when we say sine theta, it is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite side is PQ, hypotenuse is PR. So we write here PQ upon PR. Now going to cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. So adjacent side, just next to theta, the side is QR and the hypotenuse here is PR. So it is QR upon PR. So cos theta is equal to QR upon PR. Now since this is a right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem in this. So we write here using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. Hypotenuse here is PR. The other two sides are PQ and QR. So PR square equal to PQ square plus QR square. So we write here PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Okay, so we write only one square here. Okay, PQ square plus QR square equal to PR square. Now you may have seen I have written it the opposite way. Normally we write hypotenuse square equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides, but I have taken hypotenuse here on the right hand side. Now this is done for a reason. You will understand there in the further steps. Now what do we do in the next step? We divide by PR square throughout. So what happens here? This becomes PQ square upon PR square plus QR square upon PR square is equal to, here on the right hand side we have PR square only. We divide again by PR square, and PR square upon PR square will be 1. So that we write first the right hand side. Now here what happens? This is PQ square upon PR square. So we can write this as PQ upon PR the whole square. So we write PQ upon PR the whole square. Same thing happens here. We write here QR upon PR the whole square is equal to 1. Now we look at the figure and identify what is PQ upon PR. Looking at the right angle triangle. Okay. PQ upon PR. In relation to this angle theta, PQ is the opposite side, PR is the hypotenuse. So it is PQ upon PR is opposite side upon hypotenuse, which is sine theta. So in place of PQ upon PR, I can write now sine theta. Okay, and this is whole square. So we can write here whole square plus now QR upon PR. Again we'll go back to the figure. Look at the angle theta. QR here is the adjacent side. PR here is the hypotenuse. So adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. Adjacent side upon the hypotenuse is cos theta. So here I will write cos theta the whole square is equal to 1. Now instead of writing sine theta the whole square plus cos theta the whole square equal to 1, we can also write this as sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this is the equation which we will be mostly using in practice set 8.2. Now here I have written from 1 and 2 because in 1 and 2 we had written what is sine theta and cos theta. So either we take it from here or we can go back to the figure and see, identify what is sine theta and cos theta and then put it back here. So finally we get this equation sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, which we will be using it in the next practice set.